all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So far we have covered what are operators in Java, arithmetic operators in Java, relational operators in Java, and logical operators in Java. So if you have not watched these all videos, I have given link in the description box from where you can watch these videos so that your concept will be clear for upcoming operators video. So now let's move to another operator video. Can you guess this output? Integer x equals to 5, system.out.println x plus plus and system.out.println x. So answer will be 6, right? Let's run and see. Oh, we have got the output as 5 and 6. So why did Java print 5 first and then 6? So for this, we need to understand unary operators in Java first. So in today's video, we are going to see what are unary operators in Java with practical and tricky questions. So let's get started. What are unary operators in Java? Unary operators perform operations on single operand. So under unary operators, there are increment operator, decrement operator, unary plus operator, unary minus operator, logical not operator. So we are going to see one by one operator in detail. Let's move to first operator, increment operator, that is plus plus. So friends, pay attention here because it is little bit tricky. I know as a beginner I was also faced this, and this is also asked in interviews. This is the interview question which is asked. For me also it is asked. So pay attention. So the first operator is increment operator. The meaning is it increases the value of operand by 1. So for example, there are two parts now, pre-increment and post-increment. So what is the meaning of pre-increment and post-increment? So pre-increment work like it first increases the value and then use it, and in post-increment it first uses the value and then increment it. So in example, we can see here we have integer a equals to 5. So in pre-increment it will first increase the value, means it will increase like 5 plus 1, it will be 6, and then it will use it. In post-increment it will first use the value and then increment. So if you have integer a equals to 5 and system.out.println a post increment and system.out.println a, so it will first use the value. So it will first use it 5 and then it will increment. So 5 plus 1 is 6. So output is 5 and 6. So similar to increment operator, we have decrement operator. It also works same as increment operator. So the meaning is it decreases the value of operand by 1. So in pre-decrement, it decreases the first and then use it. In post-decrement, it will first use the value first and then decrease the value. In example, we have integer a is equal to 5. System.out.println minus minus a. So it will first decrement the value. So 5 minus 1, the output will be 4. And in post-decrement, it will first use the value and then decrease the value. So integer equals to 5, it will first use the value, means the output will be 5. System.out.println a, the output will be 5 and then it decrease the value. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So output will be 5 and 4. So see friends, this is just a theoretical part. Don't worry, I will explain this practical step by step. After explaining all this unary operator, we are going to move to practical session of this, where this topic all your doubts will be clear. So don't worry, please stay with me till the last of the video. So next is unary plus operator. So the meaning is it indicates positive value, it does not change the value. So here also most of the beginners get confused, even literally I was also confused. So here the example is integer a is equal to plus 5. So what as a beginner thinks like this integer a is equal to a plus 5, which I also felt like I got confused personally. But it is not like that a is equal to a plus 5. It is just a is equal to plus 5. This plus 5 is unary plus. Not we are going to not adding the value with variable. It is just a unary plus operator. So in this case the output will be plus 5. So similarly we have unary minus operator. And here also, like for example, we have integer a equal to minus 5. So here what I got confused, like it is a is equal to a minus 5. So it is not like that. It is unary minus operator and its value is only minus 5. So don't worry, this also we are going to see in practical video step by step. So just stay with me till the last of the video. So next is logical not operator. it reverses the boolean value. This is just simple. We have boolean a whose value is true. System.out.println, if we apply not of a, it will become false, and similarly if we apply not of false, it will become true. So quick summary for increment and decrement operator. We have operator, we have action, and when the value is updated. So in pre-incremented, it increases first then use. In post increment, it first uses then increase. In pre-decrement, it first decreases first then use. In post decrement, it first use and then decrease. So simple memory trick is, if you have increment operator, just add it 1. If you have decrement operator, just subtract 1. If you have unary plus operator, just keep the positive value. If you have unary minus operator, just make it as a negative. And if you have not equal to operator, then just reverse the value. So we have completed the theoretical part. Let's just deep dive into real world practical scenario. So let's start with practical part. These questions are also asked in interviews, so pay attention. So what we are going to cover in practical part, we have seen what are unary operators. So we have increment operator, we have decrement operator, we have unary plus operator, we have unary minus operator, we have logical not operator. So first see pre-increment operator. Okay, so I have integer a whose value is 5. I am writing here system.out.println pre-increment means what? Plus plus a. So friends, can you guess the output? What will be the output of this program? Let's run and see. Oh, we got output as 6. So how we got output as 6? Let's understand this. Pre-increment means first increase the value and then use it. So we have a whose value is 5. Pre-increment means first increase the value. So 5 becomes 6. So if you print system.out.println plus plus a, the value becomes 6. So even if you do this system.out.println, if you still try to print a, the value will be 6 only. Let me just try to show you. See, we have got 6 and 6. So now let's see another case. Suppose now I have done system.out.println plus plus a, and now what I am doing, again I am doing plus plus a. Now tell me what will be the output of this program. So the output will be 6 and 7. Let's see. See, we have got 6 and 7. Okay, so how it will be? See, initially the value was 5. Pre-increment means increase the value by 1. So 5 becomes 6. Now this time we already have the value of a as 6. So it becomes value as 7. If you still did not understand, let me show you. So initially a value was 5. So in the first statement, what happened pre-increment? We have 5 plus 1. Value becomes 6. So a value is 6 now. Now second time when we do system.out.println, we have a whose value is 6 this time. So pre-increment we have to do. So 6 plus 1. So finally a value becomes 7. So I hope you have cleared this concept. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So this is all about pre-increment operator. Now let's move to post increment operator. Post increment operator. Let's take integer a equals to 5. This time what I am doing, I am post incrementing the value a plus plus. So can you guess the output? Most beginners will confuse here, I know. In the initial phase I was also confused, but now I'm very clear. I think beginners will think the answer will be 6, but the answer is 5. Let me just try to show you. See, the answer is 5. But why 5? Let's understand this concept. So post increment works like this. First, use the value whatever present and then increment the value. Means in this case what will happen, system.out.println, it will directly use the value as it is, it will not increment the value. So a is equal to 5 as it is, it will first print the value. So that's why we got output as 5. But internally a's value is 6. Let me just try to show you. If I print the value of a, it will be 6. When we run this, output will be 5 and 6. So see, 5 and 6. So why 5? Because post increment work like this only. It will first use the whatever the value we are having, it will first use it. So a is having 5 value, it will first use that value. So output will be 5 and then it will increment. So if we print the value internally, 5 plus 1 will become 6. So output will be 5 and 6. Let's see another scenario now. What I will do, I will put here system.out.println a plus plus. So now can you guess what will be the output? Let's just try to see. In this case, what will happen? A's value is 5, right? So system.out.println, this will print the first, it will print the value as 5. So here value will be printed as 5. Let me just show down only. Okay, so in first statement the value will be 5 because it is incremented, but it will use the value as it is, and a's internally value will become 6. So now for the second sysout, what it will do, it will use the values as it is. So the latest value of a is 6. So what it will do, it will print the value of 6 and internally it will increment the value. So a's value will become 7. So finally, when we print the value of a, it is 7. So the output will be 5, 6 and 7. Let's run and see the output. See, 5, 6 and 7. I hope now you have understand the concept. Now we have completed pre-increment and post-increment operator. Now let's move to unary plus operator. Now I have integer a equals to plus 5 and I am printing the value of a. So friends, when I was a beginner, I was also got confused. Here what will be the output of this program? The output is 5. Let me show you. So see, the output is 5. But when I was a beginner, I used to think that the statement is like this. Integer a equals to a plus 5. So whatever value of a, it will get add with 5. But it's not like that case. It is unary plus operator. We are not adding the value with the variable. So whatever value we are having here, positive 5, it will just print that value. So similarly, we have unary minus operator. So if we have integer a equals to minus 5, it is just the minus 5 value of unary operator. Oh, our variable is already defined. So let me just take b. So now if I try to print this, the output will be minus 5, simply minus 5. See, it is not like b is equal to b minus 5. Yeah, see. So we have completed increment operator, decrement operator, unary plus operator, unary minus operator, and not equal to. Okay, just let's see not equal to operator. We have boolean e equals to value is true. Okay, and now what I'm doing, system.out.println, I'm doing not equals to e. So can you guess what is the output? The output is false. If I try to run this, see, the output is false. How false? Let's see. So initially we have true value. Then what we have done, not of true. So not of true, it becomes false. Now we have completed all the unary operators. Now let's move to tricky questions of unary operators. So the question is this. We have integer a equals to 5. Then we have integer result equals to a plus 10. And system.out.println, we are printing result. System.out.println, we are printing a. So what will be the output of this program? I will give you 5 seconds to think of this answer. So time up. The answer for this will be, for result, it will print the value as 50. For a, it will print the value as 6. Let me show you. So see, for result, it prints as 15. For a, it prints as 6. How? Let me show you. So result is a plus 10. So what will happen here? Result becomes, we have a plus plus. It is post increment operator. So post increment operator works what? It assigns the same value. It will first use the same value and then increase the value. Means here a's value is 5. So it will use the same value. So 5 plus 10. So result will be 10. But internally the value of a becomes what? We have used the value and then now it will increment, right? So initially a's value is 5. Now it will increment with 1. So 5 plus 1. Finally a value will be 6. So that's what. I hope you understand this example. Let's move to another tricky example. So this is the question. Integer x equals to 5. System.out.println x plus x. I know guys, this is little bit tricky, but can you guess the output? I will give you 5 seconds to think of the answer. So guys, time up. The answer is 12. How? Let's just see. Before that, let's run the program and see. See, the output is 12. Now let's just decode this. What is our expression? X plus x. So what will happen? X plus is post increment operator. But what post increment means what? It will first use the value as it is. So 5 it will use plus x. So here it has used 5, but internally x value is 6 now. Remember this. So 5 plus, now the value of x is what? 6. Latest value of x is 6. So what is pre-increment? Pre-increment means first increase the value and then use it. So 6 will become now 6 plus 1. So it will become 7. So 5 plus 7 is 12. Yeah. So I hope you understand this concept. So friends, before ending the video, I would like to give one tricky quiz to you. So what is the tricky question? Integer a equals to 10. System.out.println plus a plus a plus plus. Let me know your answer in the comment section. So friends, what's next? We have completed till now arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, unary operators. So next we are going to see assignment operators.